Good morning. How y'all doing? Hey, Zach, Quick Dash Mango. What's going on, guys? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We vibing today? Happy Halloween? Hell yeah. Alright, let me get everything situated so we can get on a roll. Everything should be alright. Let me keep the music here. Turn it down a little bit. There we go. Sorry, my face is very colored right now because I have GD open on the main menu. Here, let me let me like open up a random level that's like not so bright. Could I do like this one and then just do like this? There we go. Welcome in, welcome in. I need to log into something real fast. There we go. Yeah, stream just started. What's going on? Cool. Continue. Cool. No. There we go. Okay, cool. We're all good now. All right. So, we have a plan today. Very simple plan. You guys can see from the title of the stream. A couple of months ago, oh god, maybe not a couple of months ago, maybe more like 6 months ago, 7 months ago, something like that. We did a live stream where we played the hardest level from every year that the game has been out. We did 2013 up until 2023, starting at, I don't remember what we started at actually. And then we ended at Tidal Wave. But we played through all the levels. We talked about them. It was a fun time, right? Having a stream though, for sure. Don't know how long I'm going to stay. No, that's totally valid, man. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Quick, Zetrix, what's going on, guys? Beast, welcome back. It's good to see you. How are we doing on this lovely Thursday afternoon? But yeah, so we're gonna do a similar thing today, as we did with the levels, the hardest levels thing that we did. Except this time it's gonna be on the creating side, which I'm not gonna lie, was so much harder because it's not like an objective thing that you can like talk about, you know? Like with the hardest levels, it's like, yeah, you just go on the demon list and then whatever was the hardest one that year, then you just play that level. But with this one, it's like, I chose the top, oh, actually, I won't say top 10 because it's just every year, which just so happens to be 10. I chose the top levels, but it's like kind of up to opinion. I asked a bunch of different creators and I got a bunch of different responses. So I kind of just like averaged them all out to see, you know, which levels that we'd be playing today. And I have them all listed here in GD so we can just like go through them. Happy Halloween. Hell yeah. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Playing through all these levels, talking about them, having a good time. And yeah. Yo, what up, M0? You guys have any Halloween plans today? I'm going to be so for real with you guys. I don't have any Halloween plans today. I wish that I did, but I definitely do not. It is, yeah, it is in fact the spoopy day. I'm honestly most curious about 1.0 to 1.6 levels. See, that's, oh man, that's what's gonna shock you guys, because I had the choice on whether I wanted to do this for every update or every year, and I chose every year just to stay consistent with the last video that I did. And you'll be very surprised at how long some updates lasted and how short some updates lasted. Like, it's actually insane when I like went through them. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is? Yo, Lycos, you got Halloween plans? I feel like you're dressing up as something. Something funny. So yeah, we'll give it a second. Let everyone come in. Yo, what's up, Freeze? Welcome in. April's coming. That's crazy, April. Hey, like us. Thank you so much for the 2. Oh, it doesn't show up. It doesn't show up on this screen, but thank you so much for the 2. First person to donate after me gets a prize. Hey, he's throwing up an incentive. No, there's this new thing that I'm seeing, where I can start like a goal, like a donation goal. I had no clue. It says set a goal to engage with your audience in a new way. Once you reach the goal, celebrate with your community. I had no clue what this was. Share how you'll celebrate. I'll host a Q&A session. Ooh. Do you guys like Q&As, by the way? Bro, we're twinning? Like how we're dressed right now? Bro, I love this hoodie so much. But yeah, answer that, guys. Do you guys actually like when we do Q&As like on stream, when you guys can ask like advice for stuff or just like questions about me or whatever, and I can answer them? Honestly, I have a lot of fun with them. But dude, I love this hoodie. It has a Tachi like on the back of it, dude. It's so sick. And it says it like right here. Yeah. There's a bunch of different ones. It's from Zoomies. It's a US, actually I don't know, maybe it's global, but it's a store called Zoomies, a clothing store called Zoomies. Hey Panda, thank you so much for the 2. Sorry, my mic kind of peaked. Thank you so much for the 2. Check Discord. Oh god. Oh shit. Yo, we are twinning. Both got the burgundy on. I don't know if this is actually burgundy. This is my first stream, by the way. Well, welcome in. Welcome. It's good to see you. Hey, Code Searcher. Cool name. Very cool name. Welcome in, guys. Okay. Where is this one? Okay, guys. Why is the chat over there? Here, let's do it like there. So as you guys can see, you can already see the first 3.
I like prizes.
We're gonna start with Demon Park, which is the best level, crazily, from 2013. This year, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. This year was so early on. I think that this was the only year that RobTop was the best creator in the game. Every year after this, RobTop was no longer the best creator in the game. But this first year, if you look at like the main levels, they were just better. Like the way that they're put together, they just felt better. But like after that, yeah, he gets kind of washed by like every other creator. And it doesn't get any better from there on. But so we got Demon Park. And yeah, again, I know that before we go into all of these, we are going to disagree, and I want you guys to vocalize if you disagree and why, so we can talk about it. I want like that. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun. So if you disagree with the pick, please let me know why, but I'll also explain why, as far as, you know, I can try to explain why I think that these are the best levels of the year. Here, I'm gonna turn off the music actually, so we can focus in on GD, and turn on this audio. Turn it up a little bit for you guys. There we go. Watch Blacklist first and analyze it? That's crazy. Wait, what is Blacklist?
Watch Blacklist first and analyze it.
So these kinds of wait, do I remember how to play this? Wait, hold up. Maybe I can sight read this. These kinds of levels, this was like the most complex that decoration could get was quite literally like putting like triangles in different shapes inside of other shapes. Like you see these blocks that have the triangles inside of them. Like those kinds of, I'm practice moding this. Those kinds of things, that was like the most complex that design typically got in the first year of this game. Which just goes to show the level of creativity. Not even just the level of creativity, but like the level of the amount of like options that we had back then were so limited. Like there weren't any colors that you could use. Obviously, we didn't have like a bunch of these like detailed objects that we could use for different designs. No triggers really. It was bad. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's like a part of me that's like, this low-key seems like more fun. Cause like the game is so simple back then that like, you don't have to overthink. You don't have to overthink all of the different things that go into creating. You literally just place blocks and have a good time. Which I don't know about you guys, but that sounds fun to me. It's less stressful. That's what it sounds like. All right, what are we doing? Sure. I did not know that pad was there, but okay, we're surviving still. I'm also, I'm going to try to beat most of the levels here. There is one extreme demon, which I can't beat. But I will give it a solid attempt to beat most of the levels. But we're not going to do the same thing with the hardest levels list. I like actually really tried to beat them and like spent a bunch of time on it. But this one, I'll just spend a bit of time. Hey, like us with another 2. Wait, what did he say? Watch Blacklist after I'm a bust down your door. Oh my god. Okay, guys, we'll watch Blacklist. Oh my goodness. What can you send it to me in like DMs or something? Because I don't know what that is. What is my favorite level in Geometry Dash? When we get there, I'll talk about it. But spoiler warning, my favorite level in the game does not win the best level of that year. And it's so sad that I have to put it there. Yeah. So, look. It's 2013. Very simple. Most of these levels are just straight up inspired by the main levels, you know, and the way that they're built. But you can definitely see, in terms of like creator creativity, where their ideas will branch away from like what RobTop typically does. Who made the best level of each year's list? It was me and a bunch of different creators. I went and like pretty much interviewed a bunch of creators and told them to make their own list. And then I took all of our lists and kind of like put them together as like an average. So some of them are like just what I thought, because like, you know, some years are so clear that like everyone's just gonna agree. But it's like an average of what we all thought. So it's a bunch of talented creators. No! Why did I jump? Why did I jump? Oh, man. I enjoyed the game a lot more when I made random recent tab looking levels because I was just building and having fun instead of worrying about deco. Yeah, pretty much. I completely agree. I'll give this like maybe 5 more attempts and then we'll move on. But guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. The jump, like when you see the jump in quality over the first like 3 levels, it is insane. It is actually ridiculous how fast people got so talented at this game. And I don't get it. I think we really like don't. It's hard to like put in perspective just how short the older updates were in comparison to like 2.0 or 2.1, you know? Or even like 2.2 at this point. Like 2.2 is almost a year old already, which is wild. Don't jump again. Why? I knew not to click that, and I did it anyway. I knew not to click it, and I did it anyway. I'm so dumb, dude. Okay, okay. Is this gonna be a video? Yes, sir. Yes, it is. You guys can say hi to YouTube in the on the stream if you want to be seen on the stream. I'll put that in the video. That'd be fun. Just make sure that you catch the video when it comes out so you can see yourself. I always love doing that. Like whenever I see a streamer recording a video, I'll try to say hi YouTube. Oh my, okay, I was looking at the comments. Is this gonna be your new hardest? Yo, chill, bro. I'm not that bad. Okay, last attempt. Lock in, guys, lock in. Okay, I got this. Oh, this is easy. All right. Yup. Uh-huh. Oh, wait. Did the spikes show me where I'm supposed to jump? I wasn't even, like, paying attention to that. Oh my god, they do. The spikes in the blocks are, like, depending on which way it's facing, that tells you where to jump. Oh my god, I just did the same thing again. I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Yeah. It was a good attempt, though. It was a good attempt. I've already beaten the level, to be fair. I've already beaten the level. Hey, thanks for another 2 like us. Bro's dropping all the tiny donos. Okay, let's check out let's check out this level that he's telling me. Oh, I've seen this like a trillion times. I don't know why. I thought it was like something different. Oh, I've seen this so many times. Watch it again? Oh my god. Okay, wait. Where's my face cam? Web. There we go. Where's chat? There we go. We're on the wrong side. Here, let me there we go. And then throw you on this side. There we go. And then mute this, and we should be good. Yeah, we are. Okay. So this is a layout by actually wait, let's see who's everyone in this. We have Moby, Zawao, Vocabulary, Xvoid, Lycos, M0, Skullsy, ASU, or Asria, Macaron, and Rev. It's a pretty good layout. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've seen this layout before, but it is a very good layout. I think it's like fairly old too. Like it's like 6 months ago, right? Very good stuff though. I'm not gonna lie. I've been very into like more conceptual layouts that provide like really interesting ideas that can serve for like, you know, a cool level rather than just like cool clicks that like isn't really playable. So when it comes to that, I think there's some parts in this that do that really, really well. And then there's other parts in it that don't do it like as well. Like I love this. This is a cool idea. That's fine. But in general, I think my perspective on layout creating has changed a lot over the last like year since 2.2's come out. Vocab is so good. I need to say it, guys. I think Vocab genuinely could be like no glaze. I think he's like one of the best up and coming creators out right now. Like he has a lot of potential. And then there's X-Void. This guy, bro, can't beat me in an intensity battle. I absolutely cannot, by the way. He has it. Is this Lycos? Yeah, it is Lycos. How did he know? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, dude. The first time I watched this section, oh my god. This section, it's so clean. Those wave clicks are so clean. What's this layout called? It's called Blacklist. I will say though, I think the biggest L that you guys took in this layout is using the fucking color-based version of this song instead of the original. The original is so much better than this version. Nah, no, it's just not as good though. See, look, here's the thing. Color-based as a genre is really good. I do like color-based songs, but this song wasn't made to be color-based. It's just the normal song, like, made into color-based with an effect put over the whole thing, which isn't, like, that doesn't make it good to me, you know? Like, if it was made to be color-based, then, like, yeah, that's sick. But, like, it's just like an effect on top of it, which is just, eh. Sick idea at the end, by the way. Yeah, they did a really good job with it. Yeah. Anyway, now that is over, let's switch back over. Thank you for the donos, Lycos. Very good layout. Who won the intensity battle? For X-Void. What are we talking about here, dude? It's not even close. It's the X-Void. Anyway, we are on to our second level, which, again, the quality just goes up so fast here. And this is our... The fuck? All right, guys, I'm going to get the song. This is our first introduction to Funny Game. The GOAT. We just take this, we go here, and we go here. Yeah, I'm literally just gonna take the song off of YouTube and download it, and we'll be good. Literally 2 seconds. All right, and we put it into here as 479,630. Cool. Download is done, and there we go. Sick. Okay, so we're on to the next level. Wait, is it off sync? Guys, it's off sync. Man! Okay, copyable. Okay, here's what we do. We take it, we go here, we go here, we go here, we go here. It's like 3.5. No. 2.5. No. Fuck me, man. 2.2. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Sick. Wait, did I actually just get it perfect? Oh my god, I think I did. Wow. Wow. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's get it. All right. Guys, chill. I turned it off so I could test. So we already went past the part, but in that piano part, look, there are definitely examples earlier, like slightly earlier than this, but this is one of the first examples we can see of art being implemented into GD, which I think is, whoa. Why does it sound so different? Is it a different part of the song? It's like close, but it's like not quite. No, this is a different part of the song. Yes, it's a remix. I mean, it works for me. Interesting. Is this a funny game level? Absolutely. I didn't just die. Okay, where's the actual song? No, this is not the actual song. Does anyone know where the actual song is? Oh, I just found it. Thank you, Leah. But yeah, I got it. Okay. Here. What was the song idea again? Four, 7, 9, 630. Replace. I don't know if I need the displacement now. Let's see. I love life. Isn't life so good when things just work? Let's get it, guys. There we go. Actual song. Now we can vibe properly. But yeah, like I was saying, this is like one of the first introductions of art into GD, which obviously developed into so many more things that we'll discover like further down the line. What's my hardest? We don't want to talk about that. Guys, I can beat an 8-star, I promise. I'm not that bad. It just might take me a couple of attempts. Okay. Why am I actually like locking in? You guys got me scared of dying to this this level. Okay. Yeah, there we go with the effects. I can't even look over at chat because I'm so scared. How many of you guys in chat, by the way, were actually around during like the reign of Funny Game? Like, I would say his reign of like being clearly the best. Oh god. Where's stream, man? Are we here? Hello? Hello? Welcome back, everyone. Hi. Oh, hi. I don't know what happened. My computer had a stroke. Or my Wi-Fi had a stroke, one of the two. Someone had a stroke, and it wasn't me. Just having it tough today. Yeah, we're having it rough today. That's what, wow, yeah. Anyway. We can move on to the next year, which you guys have been able to see the entire time at the bottom here. It's peak. It's peak. Is my background green screened? Oh my god. Why do people ask this every single time that they come into stream? Is my background green? There's a mirror. You can see you can see me in the mirror. How? How? You can I'm in the mirror. Oh my god. I'm not going to entertain this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so I don't know if you guys could tell, but we have it's been 3 years and we have gone all the way from 1.0 to 1.9 in the first 3 years. Now, mind you, I originally wasn't even gonna pick this level because in this year, in 2015, 2.0 kind of stole it, but I think Death Moon is just too good to give it to a 2.0 level. We are gonna play a 2.0 level, but I'm giving it to Death Moon because dude, it's fucking Death Moon. Like, come on, man. Yo, we got any believers in chat? You think I can first try this? Okay. Yo, we got any believers in chat? We can second try this. Yo, boys, I got this. Guys, come on. Guys, please. Guys, have some faith. Come on, I got this. Oh my god. I remember. See, look, I got this, guys. Okay. But yes, Death Moon. I'll be so honest. When Death Moon first came out, I was around. I was playing the game back then. And I thought the level was really, really cool. But I think as time has gone on, the community has found more and more appreciation for this level. Like, we only realized just how crazy this was once, like, time passed and no one surpassed this. Oh, God. Okay, I'm being very awkward with how I'm playing this. Yeah, just give me wave. Wave is my safe haven. Give me a wave part and I will not die. Okay. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I have a point to prove now that I can beat levels. I remember dying here so many times. Isn't it? Okay, yep, we're fine. Okay. Bro, you guys actually... based on how I'm playing, you guys must think I'm such a bot. Oh my god. I didn't think that this would go this way. I thought we would just be chilling. I get to talk about the levels, like, while I'm playing them. Hell no, bro. I'm locked. I'm so locked in right now. Yup. Okay. And then oh, I almost died there. Okay, and then we're gonna get the in-ship part, and then I should be good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, lock in. Don't die to the steps. Yeah! Come on, guys. Come on, guys. New harness is crazy. That's crazy. I did it. I beat a medium demon. Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, I think it's very obvious to see how far this level has risen above the previous years. Obviously, we have Funny Game once again proving why he's like insane at this game. This is a point though where most people, when it comes to creation, are just doing like regular design. If you guys, here, I can go over to like a Viper level to kind of compare and contrast. Like what most people were doing back in 1.9 were like, I'm not gonna play a hard demon. I'm gonna embarrass myself. We're like, please. Yeah, like this. This was the vibe. This was the 1.9 vibe for the most part. We definitely had artistic creators. We had sunset levels, but this was the norm, right? So to see someone come around and do something like Death Moon, it was unprecedented. In terms of the theming, in terms of the world building, in terms of the consistency with that world build, like it was ridiculous. This is also kind of a banger level, I'm not gonna lie. And I also died to a 7-star, so we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah. Anyway, like I said earlier, the year of 2015 was not just a year of 1.9 peak creation. It was also 2.0. So I wanted to pick this level at first, but I eventually moved over to Death Moon because it's such a classic level. But we are still going to play it, and that is none other than the spiritual sequel. Here, load, please. The spiritual sequel to Death Moon, Reanimation. Wait, can I do that? Oh my god. That's sick. I'm not even going to try to play this. I'm going to die. My hardest, actually my hardest might be Lotus. It kind of depends if you think Retention or Lotus is harder, but yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree, but I actually like Reanimation more than Death Moon. Do I think it's better than Death Moon? Like a better level quality-wise? Probably not. But personally, I like this level more. And I don't know if that's a shared sentiment, but that's how I feel. This level is just sick. Because it honestly, to me, it took that theming that Death Moon introduced into a much more like, I won't say action-packed, but just like intense experience. Which, if you guys know anything about me, I am a sucker for intensity. My favorite levels all throughout like 2.0 were like Zaro levels. I love like Toxin Lab and shit like that. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, both are extremely iconic. And one thing I will say too about levels from this time period is that while we've definitely improved as a community. Oh, wait. Let me turn this down a little bit. While we've definitely improved as a community, I will say the iconicness of levels, I know that's not quite a word, but you guys get what I'm saying, hasn't really been there in the last like maybe 4 or 5 years. We've definitely had levels that have, you know, that have absolutely blown up, but nothing that's like a fucking hood classic, you know? Like it doesn't really happen anymore. Yeah, I heard, oh god. I heard that there's 2 new gauntlets that came out. Oh my god, and I didn't even talk about the fact that boss fights being a thing in 2.0, which was also a funny game at the frontier of that, with Sirius, with his boss fight in Sirius. Like, things just changed so much in 2.0. And I don't know if, like, a lot of people recognize that, because, like, while you might know the features, if you weren't there during it, like, Yeah, it was just so many things that changed so quickly too. Because we have to remember, yes, 2.0 lasted longer than most other updates, but it still was only like a year, I think. It was like a little over a year, which in comparison to, you know, the next update we're about to get into, it's kind of nothing. Um, ZeroSR boss fight win? Hell no. Never. Never, brother. What the hell? Um, make one for you, don't worry. Bro, if you make the gameplay for a boss fight, actually no, that's way too easy. Never mind. I'm not gonna say yes to that. I completely take that away. Take that out. Why don't you try making a boss fight level? Cool concept for your content. Like really cool. Because it's hard to make good. Making a good boss fight is extremely difficult. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next year. We're on to 2016, which was the end of 2.0, with 2.1 coming around in January of 2017. So we have our last sign of 2.0, which I'm not gonna lie, at the time, not even at the time. Chat, help out here. Oh my god. Hi, Leah. What's up? Hi. That yeah, that valid. There's nothing to really do about it. I mean, yeah. It covers all the screen. What? What do you what? Oh, you just don't like my face. Okay, I see. Understood. All right. So we're gonna ignore Geo. We're gonna ignore the Leah gamer, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to Truth by Galvatron, the peak of. I hope I don't die on this. It's the peak of 2.0. This level was a combination of a bunch of dedication from Galvatron and oh my god, I almost died. And also kind of an example of how creators could go past what the game was like naturally capable of, right? So we're seeing this is a 2.0 level. We're ignoring it. We're ignoring it. This is a 2.0, mind you. 2.0 level, mind you. And we're already seeing examples of 2.1 mechanics. Of 2.1 mechanics that haven't released yet. This is sad. I am not this bad, guys. I promise. It's because I'm trying to speak and play at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, guys. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna look at chat. I'm. This is. I'm actually gonna go insane. Anyway, we're chilling. We're good. We're doing fine. We're doing good. Okay. Anyway, so this is like a really good. This was a really good showcase. Not even really good. This was a perfect showcase of the capabilities of creators back then. Not even creators back then. It was really just Galvatron and like maybe Serpange. But something that you'll notice about levels like this, effect levels or art levels that existed back then, is that unlike now, a lot of what made up these effect levels were like compilations of a bunch of ideas that they had, and then kind of putting those all together into one level. You didn't really see like one core theme that was distributed throughout the entire level. It was a bunch of ideas, a bunch of concepts, gimmicks that were distributed throughout the entirety of the level. That looks horrible to play. Well, it is a 2.0 level, so. Okay, now let me beat this level so you guys will stop bullying me. This is such a small complaint, but this ship is... This ship is a dual ship, so it has the gravity of a dual ship, which is much heavier than the normal ship, which is making it a little bit harder to control, I'm not gonna lie to you. Is that me coping on a 7-star? Yeah, absolutely, but, cry harder? I don't know. Bro! I'm actually gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my marbles. I'm actually gonna lose my mind. Can Galvatron, like, update this to make it more fair? Okay, okay. We got this, guys. Come on. It's not that hard. Yep. And then go high, and then, yep, hit the thing. All right, now we're this. Now just watch out for the spikes. Why? Why? This is not a 7-star. This is not a 7-star. What is this? Bro. Bro. Dude. Guys, it's not me, I swear. Guys, I promise it's not me. Come on, guys. It is you? Bro, I thought we were brothers. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, go up. Okay, down. Yup. And then here. And then there. Yup. Okay. Okay, we're chilling. Up. Down. Up. Mid. Guys, it's so hard. That's so hard. What is wrong with him? That's so hard. Why? That's so, oh my god, I'm practicing what I get. Guys, it's not a 7-star. There's no reality where that's a 7-star. Come on, guys. You guys are mean. Dude. And that was 36%, by the way. I was not close to beating it. Okay, okay. Okay. Stay in the middle. Go to bottom. Yep. Up. Up. Down. Mid. Up. Down. Mid. There. Up. Dude, this is so dumb. There we go. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna cry at how difficult this is. There we go. See, but like from this point on, it's like pissy. Let me not like, yeah, speak too soon. One thing I do want to talk about, by the way, which you can see in the first part and this part, Here, I'll go back actually. Is that a lot of effects were made using math, right? So back then we didn't have all the different triggers that we do now, like rotates and such. So what people would do is that they'd make these effects using math, using move triggers. And if you could use the move triggers with the easings that we had with these specific equations, then it could create cool patterns like this, like the DNA strand that he has, or that 3D sphere made of circles that he had earlier. That was like a really big thing back then. There we go. Oh my god. That is a demon, guys. That is straight up a demon. There's no way. You guys are actually insane. That is a demon level. That is a demon level. I don't care. I will not expect any. I will not accept any slander. That is a demon level. Screw you guys. That is hard. Okay, that is very hard. Anyway, we can just respect the quality of the decoration and move on with our day. Yeah? Yeah? Sounds good. Sounds good to me. Sound good to you guys? I think it sounds good. So we're gonna move on. Yeah. But what is interesting here, as we do move on into 2017, I believe, this is a reintroduction of design, which we've so conveniently skipped out on for the past like 4 years. Because while design definitely has existed this entire time, it wasn't really like the peak of creation. Like it wasn't good enough to stand out amongst the other kind of styles that were happening around the time until 2017 and onward. It definitely makes some more appearances. So we're gonna get into that, and we have Saturn V by Nazgub, or Saturn V, if you'd like me to say it that way. Very, 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 very good level. And this starts to show two things. One, the rise of glow in levels. People, once they discovered glow design, absolutely loved it. For better or for worse. There were definitely some creators that kind of used it to their detriment, as in like the glow design style that was very generic. But also, people used it to their benefit, such as Nazgub here, as well as various other creators that would use it tastefully in a way to enhance their level instead of like a crutch to make it good, right? So Nazgub has been around at this point for quite a long time. So he's definitely not like a pop-off creator that like just appeared out of nowhere. He has had many appearances that I would say were in like the top 5 for their year easily. But this is the first year that I think he really shined through as being one of those like, you know, super peak creators that just understood design to a degree that like most other people couldn't really have established for them this early on, at least. No! I was about to flex that I... Whatever. Man. Anyway. I hate it here. This is not fun, guys. Yeah. One thing that I would definitely say makes the top creators of this time period, and just in general, stand out from the rest of the community when it comes to like design creation is an understanding of composition and balance when it comes to coloring, right? So a lot of people will just see this and go, oh, it's just good because of like the rainbow colors and the amount of glow that like enhances it to make it look better. But like, you know, at a more advanced level, you start to understand that like, no, there's a balance of like the usage of white and black, as well as the brightness values. Let me lock in. Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god. Yes. So like I was saying, color theory, as well as composition and balance are things that like people don't typically take into consideration when it comes to design creation, because it's like, oh, this is an art, right? This is just regular design, so I shouldn't have to take into consideration these kind of artistic concepts. But when you really think about it, not even when you really think about it, but just when you think about it at all, GD is art. Every single type of style that exists within GD is a form of art, right? So these art concepts vary in terms of usefulness, but they all are useful. So those people that use those ideas to enhance their styles when it comes to GD, it helps so much, and you start to see, not even start to see, but you really see the benefits of that when it comes to the later years, like 2017, 2018 and onward. And this is a perfect example of that. I don't know how much Nazgub actually studies like art or any of these concepts himself, but he very clearly has, at the very least, some amateur understanding of it beyond like, you know, a beginner ignorance to understanding it. And he's very, very talented at making that and telegraphing that, and not telegraphing, and demonstrating that in the medium of GD, which makes him make insane levels like this, which, you know, I don't think most people nowadays can make a level as good as this. So, hey, Cardiac, thank you so much for liking the video. I appreciate you. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next year, which I'm not gonna lie, this is still one of the most insane levels ever. Like I am in love with this level, and like you guys cannot convince me that this is not peak. We are looking at Adventure by Shoxidian. This one is an insane demon, so I'm gonna give it my best shot, but we'll see. I think I have already beaten this, but it didn't give my my progress. I lost my progress quite a while ago. But we can see this level, as well as just Shoxidian, Heinz, and Vlak in general, use what I was demonstrating earlier to like the 100th degree. Their understanding of coloring, composition, and balance are like so far beyond the majority of the creators, like 99.9% of the creators that exist in this game. It is insane. And what? Why you broke? Why broken? Why fix level? What? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just bad, I guess. So these are the kinds of levels where I'm not gonna lie to you. If you take like a screenshot of one of these levels, a lot of the times you'll look at the colors and it won't make sense at first, but it's the idea that like color in this game is not a stagnant thing, right? It's a thing that's constantly in motion through pulses and color changes, right? So they use that to their advantage by using the fact that the colors will change constantly to make this experience that's unlike the majority of the creators in this game. So if you look at their levels in motion, it all just makes sense. And I'll be so honest with you guys. I've been playing this game for over 8 years. I would consider myself a fairly proficient creator. I do not understand this at all. This is something that is just above my pay grade. I do not understand how to make designs and colors that just work in this way, and I just have to give my applause to them, because the way that they think when it comes to creating is just insane. And I think this is probably Shoxidian's like best example of this. But he has plenty of examples of this throughout his entire career. As you can look at any of his levels, like Apache is also another great example of this. What year is this level? This is 2018. Whoops. It is simply phenomenal how good he is at this. And one thing that you'll also notice too is that there is he very clearly knows when the player is able to like take in the singular colors that are happening on screen, because in these in these slower parts, I mean to say, the colors are definitely just more pleasing to the eye, like at a glance, as opposed to the later parts that use the fact that you're paying more attention to the gameplay and the multiple things that are going on. So then the colors can just switch around and change constantly, you know? But like I said earlier, I will try my best to beat all of the levels here. However, you know, this is an insane demon. I'm not going to spend like the next hour just playing this level. So I'll give it a good couple of attempts, and then we'll see where it takes us. Oh, I'm lagging. Oh, my stream is lagging. Oh my god, my stream is lagging. Dang it. I could see it in the corner. My stream was lagging so hard. Is it still lagging? Is it good now, chat? Or is it still lagging? I saw in the corner of my eye while I was playing that it was lagging, but it seems to be okay now. Bro, that bug is so annoying. Oh my god, that bug is so annoying. If that happens like sporadically, that is so annoying. Oh my god. How do I know this is the best level? I asked a bunch of really talented creators, as well as gave my own opinions on the best levels, and then I made a list based on what all the people said. So it obviously won't be, you know, objective or anything. Everyone will have their own opinions, but I think this is about the best list that I could have made. Okay, let's lock in, guys. I actually had a really good attempt. It's sad that I started lagging, because I kind of threw away the attempt because I was lagging. Because obviously I can't really have the completion be like 2 frames a second, but it is what it is. We'll just do it again. Oh my god, is it lagging again? Bro, it's lagging again! Oh my god, I saw it. Why is it only lagging when I get like far? Bruh. It knows. It knows to lag as soon as I get far every time. It doesn't want me to beat the level. Oh my god, I can see it lagging. I'm just gonna play it through. Oh my god, and I died anyway. Ah, why? Why stop lagging? Why? I hate this. It's watchable? Okay, well, we'll just play it through next time, and we'll see what happens. If stream dies, just know, guys, it was a fun ride. Okay, last attempt. Actually, I'll give it one more good attempt, and then we'll end it. We'll go on to the next one. I will also say, this year of 2018 was also the year of the gameplay like boom. Before this, there definitely were creators like Taman or Woogie that were like exceptional at layout creating, but this was the year of Ocular Miracle. So everyone was like trying their hardest to like, you know, get really good at gameplay. No! No! Oh, I had it! I had it! No! Oh, I actually sold. Oh my god. Oh, man. Okay. Maybe one more good attempt. Man. I was so close. We'll call it there. I'll probably go and beat this after stream. That's rough. I did say one more and then I got 93%, so I guess that's the sign. Man. So I will say, from here on out, and I guess you could also debate this for adventure, but from here on out, 2020 and onwards, because that's where we're at, levels don't really age. And I think this is like the point where we're starting to get a mastery over the editor, and the levels, the peak levels from 2020 and onward can still be considered the best levels right now, which is a wild thing to say considering 4 years have gone by, right? So to say, with all that said, we're going to get into Dreamflower, which is the best level of 2020. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I was asked earlier what my favorite level in the entire game is. And my answer to that is actually Ultraviolence, also by Zindergame. However, a crazy fact that I'm not sure most of you guys recall is that Dreamflower and Ultraviolence came out in the same year. Like, very close to each other. So, when it came to this year, as much as I do love Ultraviolence, I had to give it to Dreamflower. Because, like, it has to be, you know? It's just the better level. So, I gave it to Dreamflower, and look, I'm not mad about it. Dreamflower is also in, like, my top 10, maybe top 5 levels of all time, too. So, what can you say? Yeah. This level, though, it has a lot of history to it. Like, this could not have happened without a lot of other things happening prior. So speaking of Ultraviolence, I'll kind of talk about that first. If we go down, like, Zinder's line of creation and how he came to this point, he is very much inspired by this, like, tech in modern era that was kind of, at the forefront of that was Stubby Pinata, who made a ton of, like, boss fight levels and different kinds of levels back in the past. So Zindergame got very inspired by that, and at some point was just straight up considered a Stubby, like, copy because of how inspired he was by his work, right? And so through that, he got so much better at his ability to convey art and make world building and such, ending in Ultraviolence, right? Whereas Knots, on the other hand, was very much on the effect side of things, and grew his experience over, like, the mega collab meta that happened in, like, 2017, 2018, but also had some, like, really good things even prior to that. So both of these people, kind of from similar sides of the community, but definitely different sides, coming together to make something that was slightly out of both of their comfort zones, but just enough to where they could pair together to make something that was, like, above both of their individual skill ceilings, which I think is just, like, beautiful. It's not something that we see very often happen in the GD community, but this was just, like, you know, the stars aligning in heaven. And we got a level that is debatably the best level still in this entire game. Obviously, we can make a lot of conversation about levels that happened after this, or even before this, that could be better levels of all time. But I think that this has a very, very strong argument for being the best level of all time, which is an insane thing to say considering this is 4 years ago. But look, full respect to these guys. Dreamflower by Knots and Zindergame, absolutely the best level of 2020. And there's really no debate to it. But one thing that I also will say, while this is far and beyond the best level of 2020, I want to share something with you guys that I found out maybe a couple of months ago from a good friend, Ilrel. If you look at levels that came out in 2020, which Ilrel has a whole list of, like, the best levels that came out in that time period. Here, I have it on the side over here. Yeah, so if we look at 2020, levels that came out in just that year, we have, I'm not going to even try to say this level, the name of this level. Actually, I think it's just called Siratete by Xenoteric. One of the best levels, again, in the game. This was an insanely good level that got a ton of praise when it came out from one of the best creators in the game. Xenoteric is one of the most talented people to touch this game, and it is insane the things that he's able to do. This came out early on in the year, right? And it's another just great example of this modern style meshing with effects and how people have enhanced that level of consistency over the course of an entire level, as opposed to these sporadic kind of mishmash of ideas that would come together in older effect or modern levels. But that's not all. That's not the only level that came to be during that year. Like I said earlier, another level that came out in 2020, Ultraviolence, one of the biggest levels in the game at the time. And I mean, even still now, I think Nexus has like a 20 mil video on Ultraviolence or some crap. It's like actually ridiculous. This level was like absolutely the peak of boss fight levels for the time. It inspired so many creators to get into making boss fights. So much so that this is considered his style now. This is Zinder's style of making boss fights now, when he originated this style from Stubby Pinata, which is so interesting to see. That he, you know, it's lagging again. Is it lagging? I feel like it depends on the level that I'm playing. Yeah, it definitely depends on the level I'm playing. Interesting. Yeah. Maybe okay, here. Maybe I'll just I can watch a video of it instead. That would help us out a lot more. Yeah. So if we go here, let me reduce this down a little bit. This level inspired so many people. It is actually ridiculous how good this was. And how, I won't say ahead of its time, but just how much it perfected this idea that people were kind of trying and failing at for so long in terms of the gameplay and integration of boss fights and levels. Unpopular opinion, I kind of prefer the Eschaton because it had more boss fights and fit the song so well. I don't think more means better. More is just more. I think the quality of the boss fights in this are both way more iconic, but also just higher quality in terms of the gameplay and, again, like the art direction and the integration into a GD level. But as good as this level is, that's not all. Not even close. That's not all. After this level came out, we also got Comatose Dreamscape by Knots, which is crazy to think. What happened to 2019? 2019 was Adventure by Shoxidium. So we got this level, Comatose Dreamscape by Knots. Which, when you think about it, the fact that Zinder and Knots both put out extremely high quality levels before putting out Dreamflower is like, it's almost poetic. Like, it was just meant to be. Like, this was just their year, you know? And again, I think this, like I was saying earlier, is a good example of the fact that Knots was more on this modern effect, or not even modern effect, but more like modern art, more so than Zinder, who is more into this like artistic kind of boss fight era. Chat disappeared. I think I have the wrong chat up. No, I don't have the wrong chat up. I actually don't know why chat disappeared. Yeah. I'm just gonna put her away for now. It's all good. You thought Adventure was 2018? It was not. Yeah. And again, this is another example of the fact that, like, yes, we have had better levels since this, but I don't think most creators are making levels as good as this now. In which, like, again, which is crazy to say because I feel like in the past, while there were gems that I think we appreciate for their quality for the time, if you look at it from an objective standpoint, generally we have progressed over time with like small regressions as you get like new updates or styles. But since like 2020, 2019, no, probably like 2020, we haven't like very clearly gone in one direction upwards. It's been very like up and down in different directions. We've been very different. It hasn't been better objectively, not even objectively, but like clearly, which is just like unseen. Like that doesn't happen. Okay, so I won't watch every single one, but we also got Metropolis that year. Metropolis by Desticy, a super long-awaited design level that took him like fucking like 8 years. Obviously, in the end, I don't think it turned out to be like as peak of a level as people were maybe assuming that it might. But regardless, still an insanely huge product to come out of the time period. One of the best design creators to ever do it, making what at the time was their like, you know, their Grand Prix. Like it was their big thing, you know? And that also goes for another creator, being Samifying. Sedulous by Samifying also came out this year. It was a little bit later in the year. I'm not quite going in order now, but this was another level that came out this year. A massively anticipated level that did numbers. It really did numbers. This was like Samifying's big break at the time. On top of this, not only did Sedulous come out, our good old friend Cold Sweat also came out. Another insanely ridiculous level that absolutely broke the community. This is what I believe really started that quirky meta that later on, you know, Common Face and other creators expanded on so much more. That completely changed like the scope of what we know creating to be today. What the meta has been since that point. It like really has never been the same. I'll be so honest. I don't even know what to say about Cold Sweat. Personally, I love Cold Sweat. I know that there are some people that have some very very heavy opinions on Cold Sweat, varying in both directions, but I love Cold Sweat. I think it's a very good level. I think it did a lot of good for the community, and it did a lot of bad for the community, but I think it did a lot more good than bad. Yeah. On top of that, um, we then obviously have Dreamflower, which ended out the year, I think, releasing in October, I want to say. I'm not totally sure on that, but I think it was October. Yeah. Now that you guys remind me, though, I did, in fact, skip a level. And it wasn't 2017. It wasn't 2019. It was actually 2018 that I skipped over. And this is a level that I have a very love-hate relationship with it, but needless to say, it obviously deserves its placement here. It is, where are you? Where are you? Here we go. It is Bit Reaper. Bit Reaper is like it is another example of that like peak creating or peak design creating. Hurricane was 2022. Jesus Christ. It was another example of that peak design creating that showcased this idea that like design creating doesn't need to be this very traditional kind of glow design, or like staying within these conventions of like what colors that you can use or what kind of pulses you need to use in order to create intensity or whatever it might be, whatever the status quo might be. Vlak, from the get-go, has like never been a part of that. He has always been sort of a part of this group like the Shoxidians, the Hinds, more recently like Ryder, that does this very unconventional kind of design that stands out so much, but in the best way possible. And I will once again say, I do not know how these guys, I don't know how these guys think, like, at all. I've attempted this kind of design on multiple occasions and failed every single time, and I'm also lagging, so we're gonna watch a video. I really wish that I could play these levels because I actually do really like this level. And I actually think that I have a decent chance at beating it, but I am lagging quite significantly. And that's not fun. So I guess we're gonna watch a video. Anyway, like I was saying. Boom. I really wish that it wasn't lagging, but yeah, these guys operate on an entire like different plane of existence, dude. Something that you'll notice about Vlak as opposed to like Shaxidian is that his usage of like hue isn't typically as varied as those other creators. He very much likes his like monochrome designs, which I respect heavily. But he doesn't use them in like boring ways. It doesn't feel like this is all just like one flat color that isn't doing anything, right? It still feels very vibrant, very lively. And he does that by rotating, not even just through the color wheel, but like through different emotions of color. You'll see he will stick with like cool colors or warm colors for an extended period of time and only go over to the opposite side of the spectrum or a different color scheme when the song suits it. It's very interesting, and definitely something that you guys could study quite a lot. I mean, all of us could study quite a lot. I will say this was also the time period of acid notation when he was taking stride in levels like Psychosis, in a lot of other levels that I'm for some reason forgetting right now. He was definitely a really huge artist during this time period. Banger level. Again, I wish I could play this level. I'm not gonna lie. I do really enjoy this level. And I might have died later on in the level, but I think I had a pretty good chance. I could have done. I got 93 on a different insane demon. I could have beat this one. You guys have faith? You guys have faith in me, right? Right? Anyway. We have 3 more levels. 2021, 2022, and 2023, right? 2021, 50-50. What? Nah, what? Yo! Rude. Why are you guys so mean to me? I just want to remind you, you said you would hit the Dougie at 20K just for my... When did I say I was going to hit the Dougie at 20K? When did I say that? What? Wait, where's the clip? Send the clip. What? Yeah, I want to see the clip. On a Rocket League stream with your friends? What? When did this happen? You have no evidence, you just know? Ah, GG, man. If you would have sent the evidence, I would have stuck by it, but no vid, no did. Sorry, man. No vid, no dig. It is what it is. What do I think is the best platformer level currently in GD? It is Flip Swap's Factory, and it's not even close. Do I say this because I've played a grand total of probably 5 platformer levels? Absolutely. However, that is my opinion, and my opinion will not change until I play a better one, so. Flip Swap Factory. It's the best one. Anyway, on to 2021. Again, like I said with Dreamflower, past this point, levels don't really age anymore. Like, we have gotten to a point in 2.1 where the update has been out for like, what, 3 years at this point? And people have more or less discovered all of the major things that are featured in this update. Obviously, down the line, we are going to discover more things, but the things that we're capable of in 2020 and 2021 didn't evolve that greatly in the following 4 years that happened, right? Or the following 3 years that happened. So, with it all said, we're going to get into another level that is very conceptual based and expands again so much further on this idea that effect levels used to have, where they'd have a very interesting concept, but then they'd have like small sections of those interesting concepts, as opposed to like one concept that would stretch all the way across the entire level. And I think that was both due to their inability to come up with concepts that were like, you know, that could stand the entire length of a level, but also just our capabilities in the editor didn't really allow for super interesting concepts to be expanded on for the entire length. And I think with this amount of time passing in the update, we started to explore those ideas a little bit more. And so we get levels like this being Deja Vu by XX Loco XX, who was actually in chat earlier. Very good level. I'll be so honest with you guys. I do not know how he made this level. I'm very certain that like if I took the time to, I could figure it out, but I do not know how he made this level. And that just goes to show just how far above the top creators are above like, you know, the average creators such as myself. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, Ro? Welcome in. Oh, wait, I was not supposed to jump there. Oops. Yeah, there are so many things about this level to be appreciated. Like, I mean, the art quality, of course, it's very stylized. It's very, it has a lot of art, direction to it, I should say. But alongside that, just the attention to detail, man. Like, it is actually just ridiculous how much detail is put into this level. When it comes to the small things in terms of the animations and... Oof. Yeah, and what's going on to make sure that you can still, like, read this and make it a playable level. I think what really goes, like, unspoken in this level is the gameplay. Like, do you know how hard it would be to make gameplay that is backwards but still, like, readable and fun? Couldn't be me. I can't even make good gameplay that's facing forwards, let alone fucking backwards. Like, hello? Yeah, the accurate GD physics? Oh god. Okay, wait, I have to lock in. Okay. Okay. We're still here. I love this part because of the way that the platforms move. It moves in a way that, like, when playing it how we are now, it doesn't make sense in terms of physics, but if you play the level backwards, it makes perfect sense, and that, like, that vision is crazy. It is insane to know that, like, to be able to make it that way backwards is just, it's so cool. It's so cool. Like, this is such a good level. Oh, hi, Loco. Okay, we're gonna stop glazing him now so we don't boost the ego. What's going on, Loco? He's okay. He's just okay at the game. This level's alright. It's it's just okay. Magistra or next cab soon? Next cab soon. That is the better level out of the two. The gameplay in Magistra is horrible. Anyway. So that is Deja Vu. The best level, in my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions, of 2021. A very good demonstration of using conceptual design and conceptual gameplay in a way to establish it across the entirety of a project, which obviously has been done a lot of times before, but this is kind of elevating that usage with concepts that like people just don't really think of. It's kind of ridiculous. I missed autofocus. I did not miss autofocus. There were a lot of people that did mention autofocus, but it barely did make the list. But I believe that was this year, right? That was 2021, I think, right? I believe so. Oh, I think so. Someone remind me, was autofocus this year? In 2021? It was 2020. Yeah, so autofocus came out at the very end of 2020, right? Yeah. I mean, look. Oh, you mean like earlier? Yeah. When I was making that list of like all the crazy levels that came out in 2020, I did forget to mention autofocus, but that's my bad. There were a lot of good levels that came out that year. I'm sorry. I think I named like 9 levels. That year was kind of ridiculous. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next level in 2022. In this. Look, guys, like, I know that up until this point, I've been talking very highly on people's proficiency when it comes to certain styles. And I still very much believe that post, like, 2021 or 2020, a lot of what elevated us in this community isn't inventing new things. It was refining and perfecting the things that we already had. Obviously, we did get a lot of new things, but I think what did a lot of the best levels justice is that fact that they took these old ideas and kind of went like, like what if we actually thought about this a little bit more? It is not white space, actually. I know that a lot of people really love white space. However, I'll be completely honest with you guys, and maybe this is some like insider information. Across the community of like highly skilled creators, most of them don't actually rate white space that highly. The general community loves white space. And look, rightfully so, it is an amazing level. But when we're talking about the best levels, the pinnacle of creation for an entire year, I don't think a single person I talked to said white space. Which just goes to show both how good the level I'm actually going to play is, but also it kind of reveals some of the higher level of critiques that a lot of people have for certain levels that, you know, most people might not see on first glance. Gotta be well rested. It's not well rested either. It's not well rested either. I think well rested, I think about half the people said well rested. Not half the people, probably like a third of the people. But the level that we're actually going to be playing, which is sadly the only level on this entire list that I cannot beat, is Apollo 11 by Nazgub. This level, again, is just perfect. Like, when you look at the level of creation when it comes to design creating, specifically design creating, there's not much more that you can ask from this level. And we're going to pull up a YouTube video because, again, I'm not going to waste everyone's time playing this in practice mode. But this level is just absolutely insane. And it's for a lot of the same reasons. Whoa, sorry, that is quite loud. It's for a lot of the same reasons that I was demonstrating earlier. But as years go by, the thing that you'll notice with design creating is that not many things happen to revolutionize how we look at design creating as a whole. Fundamentally, a level like this is not too dissimilar from like Darnock in 1.9, right? Wait, you can't hear it? No, you can definitely hear it. It's not too dissimilar. However, it's just taking that very consistent idea of design creating and elevating it to a degree that's like so high that like I don't know if like I don't know if I can name even 5 creators in the game that could make something this good. Like, I don't know if I know 5 people that have the potential to make a design level this good. It's kind of ridiculous. This level has perfect integration of both the transition between concepts, but also the concepts themselves. They're perfect, like, they're perfect, what am I trying to say? They pay perfect homage to old design concepts and like old design styles, while also elevating them and using them in like very clean and intentional ways. Like if we look back here, I'll go back real quick. If we look back at like this idea, like this floor and the different pillars that are like kind of floating around, we've seen that idea in many levels in the past, but the way that it's implemented in this level as like an intermission between these other concepts, it just works perfectly. Like it really just works perfectly. And again, obviously a lot of these things are subjective, but I'll tell you what, if anyone would like to argue with me on why this level isn't the best, I'll sit in the call and we can talk about this. I'm sure Leo would do the exact same thing. It's just ridiculous. It's just absolutely absurd. Can I hit the Dougie at 20K? If you find the proof, I'll do it. If you can't find the proof, hell no. Another thing that I will say about this level too is that I don't know why, but most design levels don't have like thematic consistency. They might have designs that are similar to each other, but this level will introduce a concept in a very like small way and then reintroduce it over and over in different interesting ways that work perfectly for the flow of the level and the pacing of the level. Yeah, Nazgub is one of the best design creators, like, period. Yeah, 100%. It's just, yeah, so you notice how, like, the lighter, like, tan blocks, those have been in the level for, like, the entire time. But now it's integrated into this, like, cybernetic, I was gonna say cybernetic crescent. I'm brain rot, oh my god. Into this like tech section that, you know, represents this part of the song very well. But it does it in a way to where, since he's implementing that, it doesn't break the consistency of the theming, and it just feels very integrated, even though this doesn't look extremely similar to what we've seen prior. It's crazy. It's actually insane. Yeah, absolutely. The flow of the gameplay, which is something that, like, I want to kind of highlight. Nazgub has never been a creator that, like, you know, specifically did layout creating or anything, but what's happened in the background while all of these people have been focusing specifically on layout creating, like myself, like Ilrel, and a lot of other people in the game, these creators like Vlak, Nazgub, Heinz, they've been improving at their gameplay in the background. And most people don't really think about this. When you talk about, oh, who's the best layout creator in the game, you might say, oh, okay, Marwick or Ilrel or, you know, whoever it might be. But in reality, I think there's a lot more just creators, like design creators, or level creators that just don't get brought up in that are actually in that like top 10, top 5 list. But people don't really think about that because you just play the levels and have fun, but you're not like watching it like, oh, the gameplay is like, you know, the gameplay is phenomenal or anything like that. It's just an experience that they create, which is very different from layout creators where it's like, oh, you might just watch it, or maybe you do play it and it's like, it might be fun, it might not be fun, you know, whatever. It's Bloodlust difficulty. No, it's cap. There's no way. Really? I mean, I know it's hard, but not that hard. Really? Wow. Wait, but I feel like I could beat this. I can't beat Bloodlust. What? 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 That's crazy. Nazgub not even a layer creator, but he watches some of the best layer creators out there. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. With all that said, though, here, actually, let me switch back to face cam real quick. with all that said, that is Apollo 11. One of, if not the best design level in the entire game. There's so much that I could say about this. I could talk. Why am I drinking water from a jar? Bro, it's a mason jar. You never heard of a mason? You never seen a mason jar before? Bro. What? Look, anyone who has had water from a mason jar, tell me this is not the best water you've ever had in your life. I don't know why. It just is. Mason jar water is the best water. Like, actually, cold, like water fountain water. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe the water fountains take it. But like mason jar is top 3, 100%. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Anyway, moving on to our last year, 2023. The best level of that year. Actually, I want to hear, before I even show you guys what the level is, what do you guys think the best level of 2023 is, in your opinion? It is last year, before 2.2 came out. I mean, I guess technically 2.2 did come out, but I don't think 2.2 had enough time to sit for any of those levels to be considered the best of the year. But what do you guys think? I'm curious, genuinely. I Spy, Kuar was last year. Wait, what? Wait, really? Change of Scene. Good guesses. I have no idea. Wait, was Kuar last year? Really? I finished my part in like 2020, bro. Oh my god, it was. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it's wild. What levels came out last year? Well, it's it's a good thing that you asked, Loco, because the best level of last year is ironically your level, Between Worlds by Loco. Now look, guys. This is another example of the fact that the community, the general community, generally has an outlook on how good certain levels are, like I Spy or Change of Scene. But when I start asking other talented creators, you'll very quickly notice that the critiques for those levels, the critiques for those levels typically exist at a high, like such a high standard that most people don't care or don't see or care about them. It's actually ridiculous. So yeah, I asked a lot of people this. I don't think anyone said Change of Scene. Yeah, I think like 2 people said I Spy. In that, full credit to it, I Spy is such a sick level. Like I had to warm up Leah to I Spy. She didn't like I Spy at first, but then she played it and it was like, oh my god, this is an experience. But that is the level that we have for 2023, Between Worlds. And look, guys, this is 2023. At this point, we are at a point in the game where the top creators, like any of the top 10, 20 creators in the game, they know pretty much all there is to know about the editor, right? So when it comes to concepts, guys, these are concepts that have layers to understanding them. What happens in this level, and we can get into it, hopefully I'm not lagging too much, but the things that happen in this level are so difficult to make that, like, I don't even know, like, the beginner step to understanding the next step to how to make a level like this. I don't get it. And it's it's so hard. It's so hard. But there are a lot of other things to also talk about in this level that we can also get into, such as, again, world building and art direction, right? So at this point, we have seen other art levels such as 24. Actually, no, 24 did come out, I think. We have seen other art levels, even outside of 24, that have established, like, art direction and creating a world are definitely a thing that we can do. But look, guys, like, when it comes to art direction, there's no level at the time that even touches what this level explored. Yeah, Post Blaine also came out in 2023, but I think it was later in the year. But But that's the difference between those two things. While Post Malone and 24 are very good levels, they don't have nearly the direction to make them as interesting as this level. And they don't explore as much in the realm of GD that make them at that level. So yeah, guys, any person in chat right now that is not Geo, Ilrel, or Loco, take a guess as to how the effect right here is made. Take a that red thing, take a guess at how that was made. Cause dude, like genuinely no clue. Witchcraft? Honestly, that's the best answer. That's the best answer that anyone's given. Witchcraft. How about this one? How do you make that? Please, anyone explain. How do you make that? You see the background? Yeah, how? Oh. Oh, I missed the jump. I was looking at chat. My bad, gang. Yeah. Guys, those levels, the levels that came out in like late 2.1, I don't even know, like, I don't know why we don't talk about it more. I think we're just still kind of enamored by 2.2 being out and like discovering so many new things. But the level of like mastery that we started to accomplish by the end of 2.1 was just ridiculous. Like it was actually insane. And now we're at a point where we're discovering new things, we're reaching new heights and new peaks and whatever. Like people are starting to code things in the game, which like, all right, chill out, guys. But that was like an era of GD that we're never gonna get back. Like unless there's just a point where like an update just never comes out again, which I guess theoretically should happen eventually. We're not gonna have that again. Like we really aren't gonna have that again. I made the effect in the second part in like 2020, I think. Yeah. Yeah. So like I was saying, past like 2020, which fair enough. People were just people the level of creating, the top level of creating got separated so far from the general level of creating to where it just wasn't like it wasn't it wasn't reachable. Like if you look back at old peaks, yes, it was extremely good. However, it wasn't like, oh, I don't know how I could possibly make that. If I went back and looked at like an old 2.0 level or an old 1.9 level, while looking at it, it is phenomenal. But you can then like, go into the editor, look at some of the triggers and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's sure. You just put in the numbers and then it makes sense, or put in this color here, or maybe layer it that way and like it makes sense. But like 2020 and onward, guys, I'm telling you, guys, like it does not make sense. There are some things that I did in Liminal. If we go look at my level in Liminal, I'll be honest, there are some things in this level that I cannot recreate right now because Leah taught me how to do it, and then I learned, and then I remembered, and then I replicated it, and then I forgot because it's just that hard to do. And like I'm not even that like I'm not that advanced, guys. Like I would say that I don't actually I won't even say it. Like Leah, where would you say I am in terms of like editor knowledge? Because like yeah, I try my best to make like tutorials and things for beginners, but like I can't make half like this crazy stuff that you guys are doing. And that again just shows that there's so many layers to like how good, or not even how good, but just how much there is to know about this game. Like 60% of the way there, yeah, like which is crazy. So if you guys look at, well, first of all, this part is not like technical. This transition, it's not like technical knowledge. This is just a lot of like brute force placing blocks and effects. But if you look at this part here, I can slow it down actually. This part, you guys see those diamonds, those black diamonds? Those are masked so that they only appear in this like gradient, these rectangles that I have, but they don't appear in these like blue sections. Now, what you might be thinking, oh, actually, and on top of that, I also have the proximity movement things that make that these blocks will expand the closer that you get to them. Which, wait, how did I do that? Wait, I don't remember how I did that. Oh, I remember how I did that. Oh my God, that was so stupid. Yeah, that, I remember how I did that. That was, yeah. Those two things put on top of each other make it so that if you look at this, you would just think that like, okay, all of the blue are just like blocks, and then where the gradients are empty sections. So that way the diamonds can like appear in the empty sections and then disappear when it gets to the blocks, right? That's like a very simple way of masking in order to hide objects. However, while that would normally work, you can't do that while also having this like area scale idea also in the part. So what I had to do was an effect that, again, I couldn't even replicate it if I wanted to, but it's some like insanely niche gimmick where you make an object black. No, you make an object any prime. Oh my God. You have to make it like red, blue, or green, I think, and then make it like really dark, and then make the opacity like 0.001% or something, and then you can copy paste that object so it gains opacity, but it'll make it so that it masks behind the color that it is. It masks behind, like say if I made the diamond blue, it would mask behind things that are blue while looking black because of the opacity, but still mask behind blue, even though it's layered above the blue. Dude, I'm telling you, it makes zero sense. It makes zero sense, dude. But yeah, that's something that I learned. I almost died there, by the way. That's something that I learned, and I did it for this level, and I haven't done it since. Because what is that even? Like, what does that even mean? And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's not even as advanced as it goes, guys. It goes way further than that. Like, that is a concept that, like, yeah, it's more advanced, and I'm freaking out over it, but those are just some things that, like, they just know that stuff. And then there's stuff even higher than that like breaks my brain. Dude, it's ridiculous. But yeah, with that all being said, we are now in 2024, right? And obviously we're towards the end. It's, you know, it's pretty much November at this point. We're 10 months through. And there have been a lot of really, really, really good levels. However, I think it would be kind of a disservice to the year as a whole to just crown a best level of the year. So we can talk about some of the best levels of the year, but I'm not going to crown, you know, I'm not going to just definitively say, oh, hey, this level is the best when, you know, the year isn't even over and there's going to be other levels that come out this year. So it's kind of unfair to say. Yo, I think then Between Girls and Liminal are the only released levels with it, maybe. Maybe? Potentially. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, so talking about 2024, there are a lot of good levels that have come out. And to name a few, obviously, if we just click the mythic button, I guess. Personally, out of all of the mythic levels that have come out this year, the only levels that I would say are the best or contenders to be the best of this year are Astrolith, Rage Quit, in, if you really give me a good argument, Nyx Cabsoon. Those are the only 3 mythic levels that I think could be in the conversation of best of the year. Because I think those 3 levels are all like a step above the rest. Now, are these all the rest like bad levels? Absolutely not. These are all, like, for the most part, these are all sick levels. But when it comes to best of the year, it's got to be one of those 3. Now, if we go down to legendary, there are 51 legendaries. Let's go through this a little bit. And let's see. Because honestly, I think that there are some legendaries that are just straight up better than some of the mythics. Slasher was really cool. I don't know if it's like best of the year though. Stratus, okay. Crud. Metamorphosis was pretty okay. We're not going to talk about Magistro. No one bring up Magistro. Caraspace, sick level. I'm actually going to play this. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think that audiovisual is one of the best creators with like untapped potential that we've seen in a while. Like, I love the guy. He's extremely talented. I just wish that he would spend like 6 months on a level instead of like 3 weeks. Because like, holy crap, the ideas that he has are just lovely. Like, they're so fun. He makes such fun levels. And obviously, I mean, what? Oh, it's 2.2 physics. Yeah, I forgot that the ship has 2.2 physics, so the gravity is lower. Yay. You vote for audiovisual to be the best creator this year? I think I would agree. I mean, there's, yeah, because I think there's a combination of like activity as well as quality. And while there like are other creators that like, yeah, I could technically give it to them because they released like 1 or 2 levels this year. The fact that he's like so consistent, with helping the community, and making such high level projects, it's like, yeah, he's definitely, if he gets nominated, he's my vote, 100%. What's my hardest? Probably Lotus. Yeah, I love Limeade. Limeade is such a good level too. It is actually really good to know that I in fact can't sight read a 7-star if I'm looking at chat. That is actually kind of sad. Anyway, let's go back to looking at these. Okay, what else do we have? I see stars. Ooh. I think that I see stars is probably the pick. Ooh. Yeah. I wasn't even thinking about this. Actually, do I need to? Does anyone have faith in the sight read? Be honest. Hey, chill, guys, chill, guys. It was the gravity. The gravity caught me off guard. Chill, guys, chill. I got this, guys. Have some faith. Come on. Watch this. Watch. Okay. I got this. Okay, lock in. As long as there isn't like a robot part, I'm fine. Oh my god, there's a robot part. Come on. Okay, did we get through it? Okay. Okay. I actually do not know what's next, and I don't remember. Oh my god. Is that it? Did I beat it? Yo! Yo! Let's go! Let's go! I actually did it! Yo! Let's go! Yeah! Oh my god, I actually did it! Let's go! I'm insane, guys. I'm him. I'm him. You know what? Just because of that, that's the best level of 2024. That's the best level. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hell yeah. Best level of 2024 right there. Oh my god. Oh my god. Never seen a man this happy when beating an easy demon. Oh man. No, I when I started the attempt, I saw in the side of my the side of my eye, Leah said, what did she say? Not even close, no practice. And from that point on, I was like, I knew I had to beat it. I had to prove her wrong. That was my motivation. There you go, Leah. You started my villain arc and you failed. Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna end the stream there. Obviously there are a lot of other levels that came out this year that are also, you know, insanely good. But we went through all of the years that the game has been out, and then we kind of rounded it out with this year on some potential candidates. But that's gonna be it for me. I actually have a Rocket League stream that I'm gonna be doing with Arborn. So I think that I'm gonna go live on my Twitch channel. If you guys would like to come over to my Twitch channel, I'll probably be live in maybe 20 minutes or so. And I'm gonna be doing that for the next couple of hours and have some fun over there. But this will be a video on the YouTube channel. So you guys can look forward to that. If you missed some of the stream, then yeah, you can look forward to this being a video in the next like week or so. I will be editing that, and it'll be a good time. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. What we didn't really talk about were platformer levels, and I'll be completely honest with you guys. There are some really, really, really good platformer levels, but I don't think that platformers have really gotten to the level to where they can compete with classic levels yet. I think they can in the future, but there's such a new thing, and classic levels have had so much time to develop that generally like the gameplay and the world building and the themes and all of that stuff is just, it's going to be a lot higher level on a classic level because we know what to do right. Whereas a lot of people are new to platformers and like game design and stuff, you know. So that's just my take on that. Obviously, you guys have all of your opinions, and that's totally fine. But I'm going to head out. I'll be live on my Twitch channel if you guys want to come over to the Twitch channel. There will be a notification in the penthouse if you guys are in the penthouse. And if not, join. There's a link in the description below. It's a fun time over there. And I will see you guys then in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all next time. What music can we play? Should I risk it? I'm gonna risk it. There we go, guys. Peace out. This shit, they go insane.